Hello and welcome to the You're an Asset podcast. I'm your host, Casey the Dollar. And on this podcast, we find out who is an asset in the financial industry and who is just an ass. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. Today, we're going to be talking about what it's like to work with Power3 Financial and what you can expect by reaching out to us. Power3 Financial just hit its 3-year anniversary back on September 1st. So happy birthday, Power3 Financial. And that would not be possible, without all of the support that we've gotten online, without the amazing people that work with me at Power3 Financial. So thank you all. Now, Power3 Financial, of course, is a small independent insurance agency. We specialize in cash value life insurance. We work with term insurance, whole life, universal life. We also do indexed annuities or just annuities. And we do have partners who are investment advisors. We have partners who work in the healthcare industry. So we have really grown over these last 3 years, and it's very exciting. Not only, to me, of course, it's so exciting to me, but it's really exciting for all of you that when you do come and work with us or use us as a resource, we can do more than just one thing. We are hopeful that in the future we will be a major one-stop kind of shop, as they call it, to help you with all of your financial or insurance needs. Now, Power3 Financial has 3 core values. Our core values since day one have been empathy, strength, and guidance. These 3 core values are extremely important to us because they are missing from the insurance industry as a whole. Empathy, especially. So many life insurance policies are sold for the agent's benefit when that's exactly the opposite of how life insurance policies should be sold. Selling a life insurance policy to an individual or a family or a business is literally setting them up to make sure their family is protected, make sure their money is protected, and make sure the individual themselves is set up to be protected in case they were to fall ill. These policies should not be sold to line agents' pockets, but they are so often sold that way. And so by putting these values into the company and really holding them close as the agents who work with Power3 Financial, we feel that we are creating a difference in the industry. And we hope that going forward, it will become a more prevalent value of selling insurance, because you're doing something for someone's family, for their future. And a lot of things rest on this policy being set up correctly and sold with care. And our goal really is to get that message out there that insurance policies, they can bring a lot of value, but when they're not treated as such, they can also do a lot of harm. And so we pride ourselves as well on the proper guidance with our clients and with the rest of the industry, honestly. If we can be examples for each other and examples for other agents in the industry, we think that we can really make a change. And then strength is about the strong connections that we have with our clients. It's about using strong carriers when we are helping our clients, and not just using a product or working with a company because there's something in it for us. So we hope that if you do know us personally, if you have worked with us, that you could vouch for us in that aspect. Now, Power3 Financial is currently a team of 6. We're a small team. We don't do recruiting. Now, of course, we would always let someone join us if it's the right fit. But ultimately, the side of the industry that's focused on getting as many people to work with you as possible and having these big, for lack of a better word, these big pyramids of just hundreds and hundreds of agents is not what we're all about. We like to keep a tight circle. We like to have a good relationship with each person within the company, and we like to know what's going on with each other. We work together often, and too many hands in the kitchen, right, is, what do they say? That's what they say. Too many cooks in the kitchen is what? Not good. Is bad for cooking. Just me personally as the owner of Power 3 Financial, I like to know that the people that I'm working with and the people that are reaching out to me and maybe are not working with me, because that often does happen, I want to know that they're in good hands. So I want to make sure that the people working with Power 3 Financial and with our clients are people that I trust, that I feel confident in. And sadly, there's just not a lot of people that you can trust. And having the oversight of a smaller group of people is much easier to manage. And that makes me feel confident. That makes the clients feel confident that we're doing the best job that we can. And so recruiting is not part of what we do. And it's going to stay that way. Now, if you do reach out to us, which you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Spotify, you can find us pretty much anywhere. If you're on social media, you can probably find at Power 3 Financial or at Casey the Dollar or at Living Lively or at Fill Your Pockets, which are our main accounts within Power 3 Financial. And every single account is going to give you the option to go check out our website, power3financial.com, or go and directly schedule a phone call with one of us. If you reach out for a phone call, that initial phone call is somewhere between 15 to 30 minutes. We don't ask you for a bunch of information up front. We just want to know where you live, how old you are, and what you're kind of looking for, so that we make sure going into it that we know what questions to ask and what the conversation will be about. The questions that we're going to ask you are things like, what else are you doing with your money? What are you trying to accomplish? Do you have kids? Are you married? Do you have a mortgage? How do you feel about what you're currently doing with your money? What are you hoping to accomplish in the next 5, 10, 15 years? Are you looking for death benefit coverage? Are you looking for cash accumulation? All of these things help us better understand what you need, because these policies are not a one size fits all. We custom design the policy to match your goals. So this conversation is really just about fact finding so that we can better assist you. We're going to answer any questions you have, of course. That's probably going to be one of the first questions as well. Like, what questions do you have for me? And what information can I get you? From that point, we would ask you if you want to get on a Zoom call, meet face to face, but not really, online. We do everything on Zoom because Power 3 Financial is a nationwide company. We are licensed in all 50 states, even New York. That hasn't always been the case, but we do have a new agent who can work with New York residents. So if you're from New York and you tried to work with us before and you weren't able to, I'm so sorry. If you are still looking for a life insurance policy, we would love to help you. Now, once we get off the phone, you're immediately going to get sent an email with just a plethora of information, including a 40-minute video that breaks down all of the foundational information that you need to know before looking at illustrations or looking at different policies. It's going to go over the indexes, the proper structure of the policy. There's going to be a video within a video that breaks down the difference between a level death benefit and an increasing death benefit. We're going to go over different riders, different added provisions that are inside policies. We're going to go over the living benefits. You're going to know so much about IULs that when you come on that Zoom meeting, you're going to be very well informed of what you're looking at, what we're talking about, and then have better questions when we do get on that Zoom. That email is also going to include 3 to 5 different documents, depending on, again, what you're trying to accomplish. It's going to give you a link to our free webinar, which is called Entrepreneur Secrets. And you're going to get access to this podcast. You're going to get recommendations for other podcasts or other YouTube channels that you can watch. We strive to be an educational resource in this space, not just insurance agents selling insurance. If you didn't notice already, we don't do business over the phone. You will not be asked for an application or your medical information or to sign anything within the phone call or even within that first Zoom. That first Zoom will look like comparing different carriers' policies based on what you wanted to contribute. We'll usually have between 2 or 3 different products from different carriers so that you have an idea of what's out there. But of course, we're only going to bring you the best. Every single carrier that we work with and that we are willing to introduce you to has an A rating, has been around for over 100 years, has a strong financial rating, and they have competitive product features. Competitive product features could be really aggressive indexes, low cost of insurance, and low loan rates or competitive loan rates compared to what else is in the industry. So that first Zoom call, maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour, just depending on how much time it takes to get through those different illustrations and answer questions. From there, we would send you all of the illustrations that we went over. We want you to have them, go back through them, look them over, and come back for another Zoom call to go over your questions again. Or maybe you want to see a different funding structure. You want to explore different options. You decided that you want to put a different amount of money into the policy after seeing it. Whatever it is, that second Zoom call is going to be going over more illustrations, answering more questions. And there might even be a third Zoom call or a fourth Zoom call until you're ready and you feel like you've made a decision about which policy you want to go with. If you have made a decision, then we would get on another Zoom call. At this point, you're going to be really close friends with the Power 3 financial agent. You're going to have been talking with us for several hours. We're going to have gotten to know each other. I hope, right? That's the goal. One of our goals is creating lasting relationships and lasting friendships. But if you wanted to get a policy started, we would do an application together. And from that point, we start the application process, which can look like doing a medical exam or doing a medical questionnaire, and we are there to help you through the entire thing, from signing the application to signing the final policy documents and making sure that everything is smooth during the entire process. But it doesn't stop there. After that policy is set up and you've started paying your annual or monthly contributions, you're going to be able to reach out to us at any time. We are not going away. Power 3 Financial is a resource for you constantly throughout the year, throughout the policy's lifetime. You need something, you have questions, you email us, you text us, we get on a phone call, we get on a Zoom call. Bottom line, we will also be reaching out to you to make sure that at your policy's anniversary, we go over how your policy performed, we answer any questions again, we update or change anything that needs to be changed, and ultimately just make sure that you're still seeing the value within your policy and you know that we're there at any point if you need us. So if you want to get started, you're looking into life insurance, you need someone to work with, Power 3 Financial is your place to go. You can find everything you need in the description below, and we can't wait to hear from you, and I'll see you next week. Bye! The You're an Asset podcast is not giving financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and our licensing is strictly in insurance products. The information that we talk about is specific to the products that we work with. We cannot guarantee that other agents will have the same product features that we discuss on the show.